Hello, everybody. I'm here to offer you a wonderful opportunity that people have been asking me about wherever I go. People are asking me, how can we see the same move of God in our country as is happening in the Ukraine? Will you come and do a conference? Will you come and preach in our church? And the invitations are just too many. So that's why I've decided to start a Bible school in every country. So right now we have started one in America, we've started one in France, we've started one in Holland, we've started one in Germany. Now it's time for England. So we're starting a History Maker Bible School in the city of London from September 25th. So I'm inviting everybody that wants to be a part of this great move of God that God is pouring all over Europe, that you should come and be a part of this Bible school. It's just a weekend Bible school, 1 weekend a month. So you don't need to leave your job, you don't need to leave your family, you don't need to leave your church, just 1 Saturday in a month. You can do that. Please get in touch with us by contacting the telephone and the email on the screen after this program. God bless you and welcome to History Makers Bible School. Hello, friends. Thank you for watching our program today. This is Pastor Sunday Adelaja greeting you from Kyiv, Ukraine. We want to welcome you to the conference that we just had here in Kyiv. And it was a wonderful experience. It's a life-transforming experience. And I would like to invite you to come on and join us with us here in Kyiv via your television. And call your friends and let's have a nice time in the presence of God. God bless you.
Hello, dear church. So, you are not married? You are a very young girl. You are not married. You graduated university and you began to work. But you decided to help with the problem of homeless children in society. And you did something. What did you do? The only thing I regret is the fact that I did not do this earlier, because time is so important. You will see a video clip in a moment of how many children, how many problems are suffering at the moment. I adopted 2 children. Where are your children? They are in the children's ministry. And I saw how God began to move in my life. Before, I was afraid. I was sitting in the last row, and I couldn't even speak on the microphone. But when I took this responsibility, I didn't allow myself to step back. That's why I encourage you to not be afraid to adopt children, because a great blessing comes with it. These testimonies prove that life consists of a fight, and as tougher today as life seems, so greater will it be tomorrow. It is better for us to run and save our children today to avoid the problems of tomorrow. It is better to attack what the devil is doing and go after the children and save the children. So I encourage you. I saw how many millionaires that God has risen up today. I want to tell you today that you are first that should think about this question, because it is a question of your heart, it is a question of your soul. And when you adopt children, it gives you security. When you adopt children, it brings a great blessing. Children will protect you because they will bring grace and mercy, and they will bring an open heaven with them. Do not be afraid to adopt children. How often our eyes walk, lingering on nothing, as if we simply cross this world, passing by. We need to open our eyes and see. Mother Teresa. Having not received love in the family and having not found a place in society, children become the victim of homosexuality, prostitution, early pregnancy, illnesses, addictions, and consequently death. According to the statistics, there are more than 200,000 destitute children. He has come to set the captives free. The International Charitable Fund Embassy of Life was created to help children who have lost their sense of life and have no way of acquiring it. Showing love and care of Christ, we try to reach the wounded children's hearts. We accept them as they are. Our team goes out on the streets of Kiev and goes down into the basements, in the heating mains, everywhere where children live, to take them. When children get to know about the Heavenly Father who loves them and who will never leave them, they begin to open their hearts and trust. Yes, I want to change my life and I want to have another destiny from God. The Center of Social Rehabilitation for Homeless Children. It is not enough to feed and dress the children. We need to love them. We try to create the atmosphere of home in the center. We teach them to care for one another and to sacrifice for each other. We trust them, try and cause them to be responsible. We show them that they can trust people. The destinies of people are different, and they all need restoration. Many of them learn to read and write and take care of themselves for the first time in life. And for the first time, children start dreaming of having a good family, a mother and a father. And as we know, dreams come true with God. The Department of Work with Families in Crisis. The reason for homelessness is broken family. Thousands of worn-out parents die from alcohol and drugs. Some people do not have the power to live or believe or go forward. The workers of the organization visit such families and give them the stimulus to live, to grow, and to realize themselves. The resurrected love of God in a parent's heart will not allow their children to go on and live in the basement. The Department of Work with Children in boarding schools and state organizations. The workers of the fund constantly work with children in boarding schools and mentally ill children and invalid children. All of this is being done to help them know their value and to obtain a sense of life. I will buy some furniture, finish building the room. We need to provide water supply to the house, make the bathroom, because I don't want the child to live in the street. But I always say, don't worry about this. If you see a homeless child, take him, catch him, and give him a big hug. A child needs warmth, life and hope, and we need to take away the fear of a child, because he does not have anything, no mother, no father, no bed, nothing, nobody. It is very important for a family to be unanimous, to be together, for a father and mother to have unity in this work, because they are a team. This is the grandmother of the family, so we are all fighting for the victory. Victory for knowledge, victory for the children everywhere. We are praying for him to become a preacher and to be the best everywhere in life. And although it is very difficult sometimes, we are on our way. Everyone wants to live in a good, normal society. But if we do not take care of the children in the street today, tomorrow they will be stealing, and they will know nothing about how to earn money, and they will have no knowledge and skills for that. That's why we have to take care of them today, to live happily tomorrow. Do not be afraid to adopt children, because when you do this, you will realize yourself. God's love in us is endless, and we always want to give it to somebody. The need and cry of God's heart is concerning these children. Do not be afraid of this. Make your first step. Open yourself to God. Open yourself up to God's love, so that His love may flow into your life, and from you to these children who need it so much, who are waiting and looking for a mother and a father's love. Just like at one point in our lives we were hungry and in need, we also need to go out and feed those who are hungry and in need. We would like to share about God's wonder in our lives. He took us from the darkness and gave us a new life. We do not need to live in basements and to search for glue. We do not smoke, we do not steal, and we do not use bad words. God opened our eyes and ears and took us into His hands. We now have a purpose in life, and Satan has lost us all. We have known about God's love here, and He has given us everything to worship Him. He gave us a house in Kotov and exchanged the parents with His parental love. So now we attend the school and brush our teeth every morning. We clean our house, and it is very pleasant to live in it. The entire universe will change, but we have only one purpose with God. We have a great dream with God, and we are moved by it now. I want all the ministers to come forward now. So people, we ask you, please wake up. There are so many lost children in the world. I want all the ministers to come forward now. I want to say that you are my heroes. I bow down before you. I want to give you great appreciation. They are going into the streets. They are going into the roofs, the basements. They are searching for children, saving them and restoring their lives. Some of them don't have another job, just this job. How many of you say that you are a minister? Raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. Now you understand that you haven't tried hard yet. We don't know how to serve Him. He may say, I don't know you. Yes, you preached, you were healed, and healed in my name, but I don't know you. I was hungry, and I was naked. This is what I care about. We have not started to do this. If we have not started to do this, we have not even started to live yet. Let the Lord melt our hearts. Let our lives be like Jesus' life. Look at these children. I could have been like them. I lived like them. If it had not been for my grandmother, I don't know, my father, I have never seen him. I am one of these homeless children. But somebody found me, my grandmother, and now all of you are here. This is their job. Dear church, dear pastors, and dear Apostle Sunday, we thank you for your parental love and your good, kind hearts. We love you so much. We thank you for your open, kind heart.
Спасибо, ребята. Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо. Обнимаю. Низкий поклон.
Спасибо, пастор.
И теперь...
You may ask, why do I have such a heart? But if you read my book, Olaruna, you will understand. I was a very bad and disobedient child because I had a lot of pain in my heart. And all this pain I put on my grandmother. the one who found me and saved me. I wanted to thank her. I thought that I would be able to thank her when I became an adult. But I didn't make this. When I was 16, she died. Since that time, my eyes have been opened, and I understand that she lived for me. She devoted her life to me. Today, my family will come on the stage and testify. You've already heard about my sister and my family. They came to Kiev from Africa. It is their first time. Who didn't read my biography in Russian and English? I ask you, if you have never read it, please read it. If you didn't read it, you will never understand who Pastor Sunday is. So to honor this great woman, I promise God that whoever and wherever I would be, all over the world, people would know about her. The entire world will speak about her, and the entire world will glorify her for giving life and for raising up such a son. In America, everyone who has read the book about Church Shift has to read about her, because I devoted this book to her. Here in this church, I have started an international organization. It has her name, Rachel. You should read about my grandmother. And with the help of this organization, we want to give good things to people. Those who want to find such a Sunday, such a Pastor Sunday in Africa, in the villages of the Ukraine or all over the world, in America, who wants to give hope and raise up hundreds of people like Pastor Sunday, I encourage you to support this fund. I said that I would not work on this fund, so there are people who have decided to take responsibility for this. I bless them, and now they are working on this fund themselves. Now we will see this film, but before we see it, I would like to say, the village where Pastor was born has not changed until now. We should be ashamed that he has put all of his life in this country, in this land, and today we can celebrate God's glory. But there was one woman who raised him, and we do not even know her. And if we do not know her, and if we do not remember her, then God will see that we are not grateful. God wants our hearts to be grateful. We have the task in this village to build roads in this village, hospitals and schools. Children also need to be learning the same as our pastor did. They do not have good chairs and desks. They sit in the open air. They do not have pens and books. They do not have clothes. But there are big cities nearby where they have everything. Let's look at the slideshow. This is the great woman. This is Abuja. This is our team from the Ukraine. The Parliament building. The meeting with the Minister of Tourism. The beautiful nature of Africa with great poverty. Beautiful women who work hard and sell the same as Pastor Sunday's grandmother did. Nothing has changed since Pastor left. There is even a road to the village. It is impossible to use it during the rain season. Everything is the same. The women with vlogs on their heads. The schools are covered with bamboo or palm leaves. This is really a rusty school bus. This is the school. Everything there is open, in the open air. We could only repair their 3 classrooms. The village could not believe that he became somebody, and on that day they met him with great honor. They thanked God for this nation's peacemaker, because Adelaja means peacemaker with God. This is the grandfather of the Adelaja family, who is 96 years old. He still smiles. This is the house of the pastor. Look what houses they have there. This is his mother and the sister of the pastor. This is the local church where the pastor preached. We would like to thank all of you for the offering you made and for the help you gave. We thank Pastor Gabriel in Nigeria. We thank our sister Maria and her fund Unity, who helped us and is continuing to help us. We need sponsors to repair the school, but not only 3 classrooms. We also want to build a new school for thousands of Adelajas for Sunday, which resurrects people for new life. So today, this all depends on you. We need to open representative offices in many countries and cities. And if today you are a happy person, it is thanks to the one person who reconciled you to God. And with your help today, you can raise so many people like Pastor Sunday. I call you to be jealous for God's work and sow today from the generosity of your own heart. This is the greatest woman who said, Olarunwa, there is a God. Great thanks to God for your work.
How was your experience? I hope you enjoyed it. Well, many people have been blessed by these conferences, and I hope that you'll be able to come and be a part of the experience of Kiev and the revival that God is doing in this part of the world anytime. Come and visit us, either in April, the first week of April, or just look at the contacts at the end of this program, and you could come and get in touch with us, write us, call us, and just come and be a part of what God is doing in the Ukraine. God bless you. Hello, everybody. I'm here to offer you a wonderful opportunity that people have been asking me about wherever I go. People are asking me, how can we see the same move of God in our country as is happening in the Ukraine? Will you come and do a conference? Will you come and preach in our church? And the invitations are just too many. So that's why I've decided to start a Bible school in every country. So right now we have started one in America, we've started one in France, we've started one in Holland, we've started one in Germany. Now it's time for England. So we're starting a History Maker Bible School in the city of London from September 25th. So I'm inviting everybody that wants to be a part of this great move of God that God is pouring all over Europe, that you should come and be a part of this Bible school. It's just a weekend Bible school, 1 weekend a month. So you don't need to leave your job, you don't need to leave your family, you don't need to leave your church, just 1 Saturday in a month. You can do that. Please get in touch with us by contacting the telephone and the email on the screen after this program. God bless you and welcome to History Makers Bible School.